So I was reading through this guy. You can see him there on the left. His name is Simon Rex. I was reading through his interview that this little nugget comes from, where supposedly the British media told him to fake stories about dating Meghan, but he says he never dated her. Now I was reading the whole thing, and it's cool. He's probably a nice guy. I'm not. We're not trying to talk shit about him. This is just we're talking about her. She's a horrible person. But it's so odd the way this is lined up, because when you read the whole interview, right? He's talking about all the stuff that he lived in Hollywood. He's talking about how he didn't have any money, and then he's talking about his wanger and how he used to be a player. And right after he's talking about his wanger and how he was a player, then he says, all of a sudden, just one little paragraph. It says several UK tabloids offered me $70,000 to claim that he had slept with Markle. Now, the thing that's so odd is that it's a random process. Like, there's literally nothing about it in the next paragraph. Perhaps a few events in his life have been bizarre. There's nothing about anything. It's so weird that this one, and the reason I want to highlight this is because I know what they're going to do. I know exactly what's going to happen in the near future. This is going to be huge in the mainstream media, and then they're going to all start saying how this guy is admitting that the British press this, the British press that. So that's apparently what he's saying. Their off-screen interactions, never got further than one platonic lunch. Okay. This is so weird. And the reason I say that is in the entire setup of the interview, it's so weird and random. And, the word I want to say is planted. But, I'm not talking about this guy. Could there be some type of scenario where we see Meghan telling him to say this? I don't know. It's just so random is my point. Like, when you hear that, several UK tabloids offered him $70,000 to claim he had slept with her. He says, quote, I was broke as F. I really needed the money, but I'll be on food stamps before I do that. And then she wrote him a thank you letter. She said, quote, it's nice to know there's still good people. He has it framed in his home out in Joshua Tree. Now, the issue with that, Simon Rex, the issue with that is, are you trying to say that on one entire piece of paper, that's all it said? It's nice to know that there are still good people around. Or is there more to the letter? Because this sounds, you want me to tell you what it is? It sounds like bullshit. I don't know why. It's just everything about it is so random. Everything about it is so off. I'll run with it. Shit. She told him to say this because it's so weird and so, I don't know. It's just not, it's not clicking,